Hello traders, welcome to another video. In this video, we are going to do a technical analysis on New Zealand dollars, and we will analyze different New Zealand dollar pairs in terms of technical analysis, price action, chart breakdown, potential trading setups, and the different confluences that we have for these trading setups. So without wasting any time, let's get started. First of all, we are going to start with Aussie New Zealand dollar. As you can see, the price is in a downtrend as consistently making lower lows and lower highs. Starting from here, we have a low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and now we've broken close below the previous low, so we made a lower low. So now, as we can see, the price is consistently making lower lows and lower highs, so we are in a downtrend, and as we are in a downtrend, so we are going to look only for shorting opportunity in this market. So if we talk about possible trading setup in this market, we can expect the price to pull back higher into the previous resistance or the previous high or the lower high of this downtrend, and then we can look for any kind of opportunity to go short in this market. Now if we talk about this particular zone, this is a very strong zone as it has been retested multiple times. If we count how many times it has been retested, we can see it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, it's a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we can see this zone has been retested multiple times. So it's a very strong zone to look for a shorting opportunity in this market once price pull back higher into this resistance. And also as we can see, the 20 EMA, which is a blue line, is below the 50 EMA. So which is an indication that the price is in a downtrend. So I mean, considering these factors, we do consider this zone as a high potential zone to look for short opportunity in this market. And next we are going to talk about New Zealand CAD. The New Zealand CAD, as we can see, the price is in an uptrend as making higher highs and higher lows. Starting from here, we have the high, low, higher low. So higher high, higher low, higher high, same low. So it's same high as the previous high and same low as the previous low. So the price was in a range for some time, and now the price broke and closed above the series of the highs, making a higher high. So as we can see, the price is consistently making higher highs and higher lows. So we are in an uptrend, and so we are in an uptrend. So if we talk about possible trading setup in this market, we can wait for the price to pull back lower. Sorry guys. So we can wait for the price to pull back lower into the recent broken zone, and then look for any kind of indications to go long in this market. Now if we talk about the strength of this particular zone, it has been retested multiple times, which make it a very strong zone to look for a long opportunity, as I just mentioned. If we count how many times it has been retested in the past, we can see it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this zone has been retested many times in the past, which make it a very strong zone to look for a long opportunity in this market. Also, we can see the 20 EMA is already above 50, which is another confluence to go long in this market. And by the time the price pull back into this support zone, the moving averages might act as a support to the price as well. If we try to check the Fibonacci retracement, we can also see that we have a retracement more than 38.2% to look for a long opportunity in this market. So considering all these factors, we do this zone as a high probable zone to look for long opportunity in this market. Next, we are going to talk about New Zealand CHF. As you can see, the price was consistently making lower lows and lower highs recently, but now the price broke and closed above the previous high. So if we check it, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, same high, lower low, and right now the price broke and closed above the previous highs. So because the price broke and closed above the previous high, so we can expect a beginning of a new uptrend right here. But we can confirm the uptrend only when we see some higher highs and higher low structure. If we talk about possible trading setup in this market, we are going to wait for the price to push a bit higher, and then we can wait for the price to pull back lower into the recent broken zone, where we are going to wait for some kind of indications to go long in this market. If we check the strength of this particular zone, it has been retested multiple times in the past, which make it a very strong zone to look for long opportunity in this market. If we check how many times it has been retested in the past, we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 times recently. And if we check more, we can see 7, 8, 9. So this zone has been retested multiple times, which make it a very strong zone to look for long opportunity in this market. Also, we can see the 20 EMA is quite close to the 50 EMA, and by the time price move higher and pull back into the broken zone, we might expect the moving averages to catch up with the price and act as a support to take the price higher. So next we are going to talk about New Zealand JPY. New Zealand JPY, as we can see, the price was in a consistent downtrend, making lower lows and lower highs. Recently, the price has broken and closed above the previous high. So if we check its lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and right now the price broke and closed above the previous high. So we can expect the beginning of a new uptrend here. If we talk about probable trading setup in this market, we can wait for the price to pull back lower into the recent broken zone and look for any kind of indications or rejections to the upside to go long in this market. Now, if we check about the strength of this particular zone, this zone has been retested multiple times in the past, which make it a very strong zone to look for a long opportunity in this market. If we check how many times it has been retested in the past, we can say it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this zone has been retested recently 9 times. So which is going to make it a very strong zone to look for long opportunity. Also, we can say by the time price would push a bit higher and then pull back into the recent broken zone, we might see the moving averages catch up with the price to act as a support to push the price higher. So considering all these factors, we do see it's a high probable zone to look for long opportunity in this market. Next, we are going to talk about New Zealand USD. As you can see that the price was in a downtrend, but recently the price has broken and closed above the previous high, and which marked or indicate a beginning of a new uptrend. Starting from here, we have a low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, same high, lower low, and right now the price broken close above the previous high, which indicates the beginning of a new uptrend. So if we talk about possible trading scenario in this market, then right now we are into the resistance zone. So if you look for any kind of counter trend opportunities, you can look for short opportunity on the lower time frame in this market. Otherwise, if you are a trend trader, then you can wait for the price to pull back lower into the previous broken zone or the recent broken zone, and then you can look for any kind of indications to go long in this market. If we talk about the strength of this particular zone, it's a very strong zone as it has been retested multiple times in the past. Let's check how many times it has been retested in the past. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can see this zone has been retested 10 times recently, and it's a very strong zone. Also, we can see once the price, by the time price pull back to the recent broken zone, we can see 20 EMA will cross above 50 EMA, and the EMAs might act as a support to the price in order to push the price higher. So, I mean, these are going to be other confluences to look for long trades in this market. Next, we are going to talk about Euro New Zealand. Euro New Zealand, as we can see, the price was in a kind of uptrend, but broken close below the recent support. So let's check. Starting from here, we have a high, low, and these two are the same high. So high, high, low, and then we have the highest point among all these. So this is a higher high, so close above the previous high, and then this is the lowest point among all these lows, which is equal to the previous low. So this is the higher high, and this is the same low as the previous low, or higher low, I think. So higher low, and then we have the same high as the previous high, and right now the price broke and closed below the previous low. So the price was in an uptrend, making higher highs and higher lows, and right now recently the price broke and closed below the previous low or the support. So what we expect in this market, as the price broke and closed below the previous low and support, so we can expect a beginning of a downtrend here. So we can expect, or we expect the price to push a bit lower, and then we can wait for any kind of pullback into the recent broken zone to look for short opportunity in this market. This is going to be the uh, uh, trend continuation trade. If you are a counter trend trader, then you can also wait for the price to pull back, or you can push lower into the support zone, and then you can look for any kind of indication on the lower time frame, 1 hour or the 4 hour, to go long, because because the price is in a downtrend, but this is going to be a strong support zone, and we are going to expect some kind of bounce on the daily time frame at this zone, and even a small bounce on the daily time frame is going to be more than enough to hit our target on the low time frame, which is 1 hour and the 4 hour. So these are going to be the possible scenarios which we see on the Euro New Zealand at the moment. Next, we are going to talk about GBP New Zealand. GBP New Zealand, as we can see, the price was in an uptrend, making high highs and high lows, but recently we broke and closed below the support. So if we start from here, we can say we have the high, or let's start it again. So if we say, we're going to say high, low, so high, high, and lower, low, high, 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 low, and all these are like a couple of bounces, but the price is you can say the same high and the same low. So the price was in range for all this while, and right now the price broken close below this strong support. So as the price broken close below the strong support, so we can expect a beginning of a new downtrend. So if we talk about the possible trading setup in this market, we can wait for the price to pull back higher into this broken support zone and look for some kind of indications to go short in this market. So that's going to be the trend continuation trading opportunity. If you're looking for counter trend trade, then you can also wait for the price to push lower into the strong support zone, and some kind of bounce on the daily is like more than enough to hit your target on the lower time frame, which is 1 hour and the 4 hours. So you can wait for the price to push into this zone, and then you can look for some kind of long trades on the 1 hour and the 4 hour as a counter trend trade. So these are the two possible scenarios that we see on the GBP New Zealand at the moment. So that's it, guys. This was the analysis on the New Zealand dollar and the market analysis of the various New Zealand pairs. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you really like the video, share the video and subscribe to the channel in order to support the channel and YouTube algorithm. Thank you very much. See you in another video.